Smurf behind the camera, TSR show. We back again. Back again after a very interesting weekend.
Exciting.
Got my boy Greg.
What's up?
He made it.
He made it.
I wouldn't miss it.
And we got Smurf behind the camera. Eating good. We all just ate. Well, I don't know. Did you?
Yeah.
We all just ate. Let's get to it, man. I'm excited for the show. Off the top.
What is your off the top?
Mine's real quick. So I have kids, and I hate that, and I always hated this growing up, how exams count for so much of your grade.
Oh, yeah.
I hate the fact that, you go through a whole semester, you could do hella good and, get A's or whatnot, and then on the exam, it could drop you down, even lower. How it counts for your grade. It's like getting a 90-day probation at work, and on the 89th day, they come to you and they're like, if you don't finish this job within the hour,
that's like their playoffs. You know, you did good in the regular season. Now
that you put it that way, yeah. Should have came here to play.
Yeah.
That's the thing that gets me with tests, though, is that, on the flip side of that, too, say you don't do anything the whole semester and then you get to the final. Bro, you can ace that and still fail the class.
Under 500, make it into the playoffs, and you can pull a 49.
You can do it, dog. You could do it, dog.
I hate that. That's that'd be hella whack. On the 89th day of your 90-day probation at work, they're like, if you don't finish this, what usually takes you 2 hours in 45 minutes, we're gonna cut you. We're all right. What about all the fucking work I just did?
What about all the goodwill?
Yeah, I just put in 3 months. What the fuck? This ain't seasonal. Go for it.
Fair. Okay, so my off the top is, so have you guys ever been in a situation where you're listening to somebody complain about some situation that first of all they caused, and then somebody else is fixing it, and now they want to complain about the fix because they just don't like it? My buddy is going through that with his chick right now, and he has the best strategy to just get out of arguing. So he'll just sit there and he'll just be like, okay, to everything that she sends him. So then she gets mad at him for just saying the same thing. So then he just starts saying okay in different languages and shit. He starts throwing in French, fucking Japanese, just starts throwing her off, dog.
Is his name Anthony?
No.
Okay.
No, it is not. But how do y'all get out of those situations?
How do you get out of that situation?
How do you get out of that situation, dog?
Keep saying okay.
Well, not that exactly, but if somebody's complaining,
and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just at some point, it all starts with, do you have the energy? If I don't have the energy, I'm just gonna be like, all right.
Yeah,
just
right.
Eventually concede in and just give in.
My bad. Even if it ain't my fault, all right, my bad. I just want to continue doing whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, to me, sometimes it's I don't see this as big of a deal as you see it. That's all right, I'll fix what you're complaining about. I fix it. Now let's leave it at that. All right, we're done, right? We found a solution. Now if I do it again, I get it. But
once you fix the situation, for them to complain about the situation, it's
they come back at you whoa, why would you,
why'd I even have to tell you to do this?
Yeah.
It's what the fuck?
It's all right, my bad.
But I just
got
thought
off
that
the top.
Funny.
Yeah, I have it off the top. I have a couple. One's very X-rated. I don't know if I want to say that one.
You could say the other one that's PG-13, and
I'm editing this week, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this one first. This one involves heck. So.
All right, time to clap. That way you know when to cut.
Right.
I feel like every household, every Mexican household, should have, no matter what, should have beer and multiple hot sauces.
Right.
So, I came over to Hector's house last week or 2 weeks ago, and I had a snack in mind. That snack could not be ate because Hector didn't have a required hot sauce, which was tapatio. I only eat these chips with tapatio. He only has Valentina. So every Mexican out there, I feel like it's required for you to have beer, even if you don't like. I don't drink, but I have beer at my house. So I feel like Hector should next time he does a Walmart run, he should have tapatio for guests that eat tapatio, not just Valentina.
Now that you bring it up in such a great manner, next time you come over, I'll have some tapatio. Give me 7 to 10 business days for another run. Like she just went. I forgot to put that on the list, but that's the thing. I don't eat tapatio, but I got to be considerate of my guests.
So do you guys want to know the other one?
Go for it, talk.
Okay.
Just real quick, I still had Valentina, Tabasco. I had green chili, red chili. Like I still had various,
yes,
but I understand.
Yes, we get it. You're Mexican. We got it, dog.
Salsa. Okay. NFL weekend.
All right.
One of the best weekends I think we've had in a long time.
One of the best playoff weekends.
It really wasn't.
It really
just
was.
because of the Chiefs. That's what killed it.
No, it was
but
disappointing.
It was
in
a
a lot
great
of games,
slate of
but
games.
it was
Is what I'm
great
saying.
games.
It was a great slate of games.
Not really. Well, it was. From a betting perspective, hell no.
Yeah.
No, from an entertainment.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know,
just me personally, I didn't like that Chiefs and Bills ending. But we'll start with the Titans and the Bengals.
With Derrick Henry's return, now
Very limited return.
Yeah.
Tiger King. Joe Burrow.
What I think about the Bengals is early on I was saying they were too young. I don't think they were going to go far. That first game, it was that's not another one. I was right about a lot of shit. And
just you were wrong.
That early game with the first game with the Raiders, I think that was a game that like it can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I like about the Bengals, and you're kind of seeing it, and you've seen it throughout the season, even though they lost a few games, the thing about the Bengals, they're just a team that plays football. Like they don't wow you. They'll wow you in spurts. Like they have some plays, but it's not like they blow you away on a certain unit. It always has its up and downs on unit, but at the end of the day, as a team, they just play football.
I think this was more bad Titans, in my opinion.
I can see bad Titans, but I also think it's really good Joe Burrow. Because he got sacked a shit ton of times in that game. Mm-hmm. And he was just unfazed. Whereas
Ryan Tannehill... The Titans
Tannehill...
still had a good defense.
Well, not... Good defense, bad offensive line. Like, it's kind of hard to, like...
Tannehill threw 3 picks.
Yeah.
Including the one at the end. Don't get me wrong, Joe Burrow, like...
The Bengals' ability as a young team to grind out that game and just keep holding on, and then get it at the end, like, that's huge for a team like that.
Yeah.
And so that's something that's very surprising because, like, young teams kind of struggle in that, whereas, like, a team with more experience, like, they know how to, like, deal with it and, like, actually just grind out the game. Seeing that from the Bengals was, like, to me, it's more of a good Bengals as opposed to bad Titans. Like, but the Titans definitely did not play up to what they should have. Derrick Henry was fairly limited. I didn't get to see most of the first half, but, like, I got to see, like, the last half of the game. And, like, the fact that they just could not consistently get that run game going, so they had to keep going back to Tannehill, even though it was, like, a one-score game, was kind of baffling, but, like, if you make bad decisions and the other team capitalizes, it is what it is, you know?
Well, and then we know what Tannehill is. Like, I don't know why we, like, every year we have some faith about Tannehill. Like, he's a Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like, he's good, but he's not going to take you all the way there. Like he has some good traits about him, but it's you don't look. He's more of a journeyman kind of deal at this point. Like I don't think he can be a starter, but you can't expect him to be like that everlasting guy. You know what I mean?
So he's the quarterback. He's the kind of quarterback who's good. He's good in spurts, but he's the quarterback that you don't want the game to be on his shoulders.
Exactly.
And he's good enough to get by, but like if it comes to like the game being on his shoulders, he's not that guy.
Right.
If you can keep him a game manager, he'll do really well. But the moment that you need him to step up and be that dude, like we know that he's not that guy.
Right.
So it's like just somebody else has to take the game over for the Titans, and typically it's been Derrick Henry.
I think the Titans need to make a big move or a big push for a quarterback this next season. I think because you probably only have 1, maybe 2 years left with what you have. There's still areas you can improve in, but I think quarterback is a big area they need to improve in.
Well, I think Tannehill's going to be coming back, in my opinion.
Well, he is. They most likely are, but...
You think they want Jake Locker back or Mariota? Steve McNair walking through that door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about the game.
My God.
Let's talk about the game, the last game on Saturday.
Jesus Christ.
Talk to us, Heck.
Well... I mean... Wow.
If you got nothing, I can go in.
Okay, I had a feeling with the Niners just because last week I told you, both of you, I had a feeling with the Niners that they can win that game. Before the playoffs started, I also said that there's teams that have warts, that they're not perfect. There's no clear-cut favorite. I always maintain that. And it was just proven on that day, like, up until this point, we haven't heard anything about the special teams when it came to the Packers. Now we're talking about
I was saying it on the group chat.
No.
So do you mean like we haven't been talking about it?
Yeah, like weeks before when and also with that. Well, go ahead.
I just want to interrupt real quick. I listen to a lot of betting podcasts. And I remember the that week earlier that week, the Green Bay Packers had they were saying the Green Bay Packers had the worst special teams, not by opinion, by the
statistics.
Numbers. They're a -5 special teams. I forget EPA. I don't know what the exact term is, but it was very bad.
Yeah.
And so I said it might come back and affect them in the game. And so I mentioned it in the group chat, and it did.
Yeah.
But continue.
But before that, we were looking at them like they're the team to beat. They're the number 1 seed. You had home field advantage. And there was a lot of factors in this game, but ultimately, then he can speak. I know he's chomping at the bit, and I'll do that. Ultimately, Aaron Rodgers could have won this game. And you know where you play. You've been playing there for many, many years. At home. And yes, like the weather was shitty or whatever, but he has that advantage in that situation.
I believe he's like 20 and... He's like at least 15 games over 500 when it comes to playing in
the cold
degree or lower.
Yep.
Yeah.
So weather should not be a factor.
Yeah. And so we're just going to cut that one right there. Yes, the special teams let you down, but they had a great first drive where I was like, oh, they're going to have control of this game. They're going to, the weather is starting, because the weather wasn't as bad in the beginning as it was at the end. So I was like, they're going to control this game. I really initially thought, like, by halftime, I'll see 21-3. And so as the time was going on, I was just like, all right, they're not getting shit rolling on offense. Is the Niners defense really this good? But then also the Niners offense wasn't getting anything. So I'm like, Rodgers at some point is going to click. He has this moment where he's like, all right, we've seen it many times this year in the regular season. Which one that sticks out more to me is the Bears, where the Bears went up. I think it was the second time they played in I think in Chicago, where they went up like 21-3, and Rodgers was like, "All right, y'all had your fun." Ends up beating them like 41 to like 27.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, that's what I was expecting. And so as the game goes on, you get it. It's a playoff game, but at the end, like I said, Rodgers had a chance to win it, I believe, twice, and just didn't come through.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So
I'll leave it to the Packers fan.
So the way that I look at this game is that Packers should have won, except that we just didn't. Like, we didn't want to. And it was clear offense. I can't say that. The defense wanted to win. The defense put it all out there. You can shit on the defense for like the final drive giving that up, but the defense did everything that it needed to do up until that point. Because the defense only gave up 2 drives and only gave up 3 points, right? So I'm not putting any blame on the defense. To me, the 3 things in ascending order, right, for why we lost the game is, one, and the least important, but it was, why did we do this? We shifted the offensive line for a playoff game, which was just baffling. We had a unit that was playing really well going through the year, and they'd played a lot of games together. And we decided to go with this is our 5 best offensive linemen. Let's put them on the line. Billy Turner at left tackle looked okay in the beginning. Did not look good as the game progressed. Mm-hmm. The right side of the line looked terrible as the game progressed. But that's whatever. The second thing is Aaron Rodgers. And I completely agree, because the issue is that he did enough to win, except for the last 5 minutes.
Except for when it mattered.
Except for when it mattered. And the thing is like, so to me it's like a 1A with the special teams, and then it's 1B, right? Because the issue is that special teams lost us the game. Special teams on 2 plays just didn't do their job, and because of that we lost the game. But 1B is Rodgers, where you get 2 opportunities to ice the game. In the 4th quarter, like towards the end of the 3rd quarter, we go on a 10-minute drive that extends into the 4th. We drive down. We can't make it because of a stupid penalty by the right tackle, which was just so irritating. But anyways, so we stall out. We have to kick the field goal. Okay, we're up 10-3. Right. So then 49ers drive down, and Green Bay defense stands up and stands them up and gets us back the ball. All that we have to do is, we just went on a 10-minute drive. All we have to do is do that again. And we come out with just not good plays. And even one of the plays was okay. Rodgers just missed the guy. So, I'm disappointed in special teams and Rodgers, because special teams lost us the game and Rodgers didn't win us the game. And it was just disappointing to watch.
Go ahead.
It was a good game, but disappointing.
So one
to me, they had like a Cowboys home game.
I'm gonna give you a couple.
No.
A couple things that no one really talks about, and it's one of those imagine if this didn't happen. Aaron Jones, if he just cuts it and goes straight down instead of cutting it to the left.
Instead of he's juking nobody.
If he just catches a ball and goes straight down,
that's a tutty.
He's probably scoring a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Now, the other thing is, okay, maybe it's not a touchdown, but that field goal gets blocked. And so if that field goal does not get blocked, the Niners have to go for a touchdown at the end of the game instead of a field goal.
The big thing with the game to me, and this is why I say it's a great playoff game, and I'm disappointed in the outcome, but it fundamentally, to me, was a great football game, because it came down to literally a play. If you go into that game and you go to either the blocked field goal or you go to the blocked punt, right? And you say, okay, on this play, instead of them doing something extraordinary, the just standard operator play happens, boom, the Packers win. But the 49ers came out and just made an amazing play to steal a field goal and then steal a possession and get a touchdown that their offense just wasn't going to get.
Yeah.
So, like, it was really, like, it was heartbreaking, obviously. Like, it was like, oh, my God. But at the same time, like, it was good.
So the other thing is you guys cannot cover the middle of the field, specifically the tight end, when it mattered the most.
If we're going to be fair on that, though, I don't think any team can.
It is kind of hard
To cover a tight end or the 49ers tight end?
A tight end.
No, well,
Like,
not
to
a
be
tight end.
fair, the other comparison here is Kelsey, who's equivalent to Kittle in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? So it's like, but like we'll talk about it in a minute. But in the Bills Chiefs game, Kelsey was also open in the middle of the field a lot in that fourth quarter, and that was a lot of how they were able to just go back and forth quickly. Was Kelsey was also just eating in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I think with great play
but
design, it's hard.
It was mostly one-on-one, no brackets, nothing like that. Leaving Kittle on the island. But let me go to the most important one. I felt like Rodgers played specifically on his last drive, played without urgency.
With
no urgency.
I completely agree.
No, like it's just.
But he always plays like that. RELAX. That's the.
Yeah. No, but hang on. It almost made me feel like I was watching a Raiders game. But what I mean by that is sometimes the Raiders offense, it's like act like you're not gonna get the ball back. And so Rodgers his last pass was a deep shot to Devontae Adams that was overthrown. But even on passes before that, it's like, yo, like, if you guys don't get this first down, the Niners are about to get the ball back with like 2-3 minutes left. Like, where is the urgency? I didn't see no urgency from him. And the other thing is, I think this was supposed to be an A.J. Dillon game.
A.J. Dillon getting injured was
to be
huge.
an A.J. Dillon game. He got hurt, threw everything out of whack. To me, this falls on Aaron Rodgers.
I completely agree.
And we can
and special teams.
And special teams for sure. Special teams was the reason you lost.
Yeah, that's why I was saying.
Special teams was the reason you lost, but Aaron Rodgers was the reason the game was close. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because he wouldn't go out and just win it. Like the like the play calling for the last two drives that we have, the 3 and outs. Like we decide, like one of them, I think we passed literally 3 times in a row. Like all 3 plays were just pass plays. So we took it and we tried to put it in Aaron's hand, and we said, okay, go get us the win, go win it. And as a Packers fan, it was really disheartening for 2 reasons. One, he couldn't do it. Like, we can talk about the different plays and how Lucas Patrick was literally just a turnstile the entire second half, and so Aaron's running for his life. I've seen him make magic doing that crap before. Like, I watched him in an Arizona game where he literally rolls out to his left and throws a 50-yard Hail Mary. Like, accurately. Yeah. So, like, I don't want to hear excuses in that moment. So it's very disappointing because he didn't just go out and win it while we were giving him the opportunity to. And 2, because we decided to let him throw it and try and win it, we didn't do the fucking smart thing, which was just run the ball with Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is not pounding it the same way A.J. Dillon is, for sure. But he was getting yards. We were semi-successful on the ground. We weren't breaking off huge chunks, but we were getting about 3-4 yards of play. So, like, run the ball once or twice in those positions, which you should already be doing because your mind should be on bleed the clock, win the game. That's what we just did on the 10-minute drive. Time to have a 5-minute drive. Yeah. And the fact that he couldn't orchestrate it and he took that sack on the 3rd down, which gave us a really short field to punt on. Like,
so my last takeaway is, there comes a point, like in the NBA, to where, like, all right, fuck what happened within the last 1st, 2nd, and 3rd and 4th quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to take the last shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing where like, fuck what happened. It's my time now. And when it came to the defense and allowing basically that long run by Deebo Samuel, you guys were on defense.
Yeah.
That was a time where like, all right, Aaron Rodgers is having a bad game, whatever it is. It's time to pony the fuck up and stop this team, in which they didn't. And that was my last takeaway about the Packers defense. When it mattered the most, you could not stop them. Yes, they stopped them they got an interception in the red zone, but my thing is when it comes to game money time, I need to see a stop.
I 100%. I want to agree with you, and agreed. Like the defense not getting a stop and bailing us out again in the game. Like we needed that there. Give Aaron another shot to try and just get far enough to where special teams can maybe redeem themselves and we can kick the field goal and win the game. Like 100%. My problem is that we should have never been in that position to begin with.
Yeah, right. You should.
Literally, there's 2 plays that special teams just literally lost their minds on, so that 10-point swings between those 2 plays, and Aaron Rodgers not taking it over. Like, my problem is that, like, Aaron has talked about I've watched a lot of his interviews on Pat McAfee and whatever. He's talked about how the cold is an ally and it's really good to play in and it's really nice and you gotta do stuff. Yeah. I understand, like, it's one of those things where, like, I feel bad in a sense putting a lot on Rodgers because the 49ers defense did really good things to mess with the Green Bay offense, and we never adjusted.
So my last question to you is, MVS didn't play, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you needed him that game?
I will say this. I felt like we needed one of 3 players in this game. We either needed MVS, A.J. Dillon the rest of the game, or a Robert Tonyan. One of the big things with the Packers that kind of just sucks with this year is a lot of the injuries that have affected us. Or injuries that have happened in the middle of the season or early season or whatever. The guys that came back on defense, they all played amazing, to be honest. Like, Jair looked awesome. They did not throw the ball his way. Za'Darius looked pretty good when he could be out there. And Whitney Merciless looked pretty good when he was out there, too. So, like, offensively, we needed one of those guys. Because Allen Lazard was not beating man coverage. Randall Cobb sure as shit was not beating man coverage. And then we had other random people out there that, like, why are they on the roster in a sense? So I felt like we needed one other piece. That way, in the fourth quarter especially, they couldn't just run triple coverage on Devontae.
At the end of the day, they had home field advantage. They had a really big advantage, and you had Aaron Rodgers. And what before you said you feel kind of bad for like putting it all on Rodgers. I think that's one of those things where you shouldn't feel bad because it's like he's instilled that confidence in you as well. Like throughout the years of like everything will be okay. And this kind of goes back to like what I was saying last week. In case you missed it last week, I was talking about how Aaron Rodgers has underachieved. And just because maybe if from my point of view as an outsider looking in, it's like if I had Aaron Rodgers on my team all these years, he's instilled that confidence in me because even though he's not on my team, he's still instilled that confidence where like that's Aaron Rodgers. He wins these types of games. Mm-hmm. He wins the games you shouldn't win. Mm-hmm. He beats the teams he shouldn't beat. He outplays the quarterbacks that he shouldn't outplay. And so maybe that's where I'm coming from when I say he's underachieved because I can look at it and say like, damn, bro, like even all the opportunities you've had to get to the Super Bowl, you've underachieved in that sense. He's the only quarterback that I feel like that we when we talk about Aaron Rodgers, he's not the only one that says that we don't have a yeah but to. Like Dan Marino, great quarterback, yeah but. John Elway was a great quarterback, but he didn't win 2 Super Bowls until he had a run game. Like, there's a but to a lot of great quarterbacks. That doesn't diminish how great Aaron Rodgers is. It doesn't. But in a sense, to me, I feel like he's underachieved in that sense. Because it's like, damn, you couldn't even show up to another Super Bowl? Mahomes might be in his 3rd one.
Okay.
Joe Burrow has more playoff wins than Dak Prescott in less amount of years.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so...
Exactly. Yes. So, Dak, you have underachieved. I can say that.
God. Okay, no... Look, here's the thing, right?
Like
is that we always do... Listen,
You did what you had to do.
So you say Peyton Manning achieved, right?
Achieved, yeah.
You just said that. Okay, cool. So why do you say that he achieved? Because he showed up to what, 3 Super Bowls? One where he got blown the fuck out in, right? But that's after he left his original team for a number that he was with for like 15, 16...
Did he not get him a Super Bowl?
Hold on. But what I'm saying is he got him a Super Bowl. He traded, went to a team that was more ready for him, more offensively, had pieces for him. He goes to... Huh?
Right.
But he literally only went to 1 with the Colts. He leaves, goes to Denver, and then he goes to another 2, right?
Yeah, no, one he got blown out, and then the other one... He
got his lifeless corpse dragged.
In that sense, though, it was almost like a mutual breakup because they were willing to do that for him.
No,
because they were also trying to get... Andrew, they knew they were going to get Andrew Luck.
No, but that's the part that's irrelevant. So my question is, at the point where he's leaving the Colts, would you say Peyton Manning underachieved or he had achieved at that point?
Yeah, because at the same...
No. Did he underachieve or just achieve when he was leaving the Colts, before he goes to the Broncos?
Oh, before he goes to the Broncos?
Yes.
He underachieved with the Colts.
Okay.
But... in his career, he achieved because he's retired now, so we can speak on his career as a whole. Okay. And what I'm saying is, Aaron Rodgers up to this point, not knowing what we're going to see if he's coming back next year regardless, but up to this point also, too, let me point out to you that he's also had more opportunities and closer opportunities to get to that Super Bowl. That's where I'm saying it's like, bro, even if Aaron Rodgers shows up to another, if he were to show up to another Super Bowl in his past career. Not talking about the future, but up to this point. If he would have shown up to another one and lost it, it's like, oh, you did what you had to do.
So
we can move on pretty quick.
Hold on, Peyton Manning underachieved or he achieved?
No, I said he underachieved with the Colts because of what he was, but as a career in his whole, because he's retired now, we can speak on that. He achieved.
He achieved because he has 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, he achieved as a quarter. Okay, he was also because we speak in Aaron Rodgers terms on his play, right? And his stats. It's like he has amazing stats. He also is a great quarterback. He has achieved in that sense of like, you are what you were supposed to be as a quarterback. But like when it came to achieving like the ultimate goal, and when we look at like great quarterbacks, because we've seen a lot of great quarterbacks, if not win multiple Super Bowls, gone to multiple Super Bowls.
If Aaron Rodgers retires right now, Peyton Manning had a better career than Aaron Rodgers.
As far as play?
No, just in general.
Peyton Manning was still a whiz. Like I think we forget early Peyton Manning. Like he sucked and then underachieved, and then he overachieved, and at the end he just achieved. Because he sucked in the beginning. It was like, all right, we ain't got nothing with Peyton here. So then all of a sudden, he goes up.
He did win a second Super Bowl.
Yes.
Throwing 9 fucking touchdowns and 17 interceptions.
Yeah.
He basically got carried into the second Super Bowl.
But, like, is Aaron Rodgers going to go to the Jags and then just try and win him a Super Bowl? Like,
no, he's going to do what Peyton Manning did and go to the Broncos and win a Super Bowl.
He's going to do what all older quarterbacks at his age that aren't, like, so these are eras.
Let me ask y'all this.
Of course they're going to go to the best situation.
Just real quick, since we're talking about Peyton Manning, we'll go into the other 2 games. Do you guys remember, and it makes you think about Ben Roethlisberger, who's had the worst, out of the quarterbacks, who's had, like, the worst, like, last year, or like, damn, like it's time for you to retire.
No, Big Ben was 2 years too late.
Eli. It's Eli. Of the recent modern ones?
I forgot about Eli.
Of the recent modern ones, it's Eli.
Yeah. Damn, I kind of forgot about. Yeah.
You,
Well, but like Ben. It was like at least
Dog.
Eli was out on the field.
Hold on. Here's the question:
you
Did
guys
Big
don't think
Ben?
it's Big Manning?
Ooh. Well, not so much because
No.
it wasn't a long of a stretch. Eli had a long stretch, and Ben was more like
I
3
don't
years.
think Manning won the Super Bowl, but he had 9 fucking touchdowns
So-
and 17 picks. That is worse than Ben Roethlisberger's stats this year.
Hold on. The question is because I don't remember that year. How many games did he play that year? Because he was injured for most of it.
Trevor Simeon was it?
No,
not
it was
Trevor-
Brock Osweiler.
Brock Osweiler. I think he only played the last 4 games though.
He played like the
He
first.
played 10 games.
Okay.
Okay, see. So he
Wait, 10
played-
total?
10 total. Well, in the regular season.
Oh.
Yeah, and the rig
Why?
because I'm pretty sure Brock Osweiler carried him like those last. Hell, he
Simeon.
no, it was,
No, Simeon
it was
was- that's
Osweiler.
too early for
Because remember,
Simeon.
Osweiler after that went to the Texans for that big payday,
And they
was
got
like
traded
trash.
to Cleveland so that they could eat the contract.
What
Yeah.
what about Drew Brees?
No, Drew
Overachieved.
Brees' last year was fine.
Nah, he
What
overachieved.
about Troy Aikman? His last year.
He's a 90s quarterback, so it wasn't going to end well.
Yeah.
He retired in the early 2000s.
No,
Oh,
but
it
what I
was
mean
2000,
is he
but
comes
yeah,
from the
like,
90s, so he wasn't going to retire
He
well.
retired though, like because
So
of
you're
like
talking more modern.
Yeah.
yeah,
Of the
because-
modern guys
because
where
those
it's like
rules
they
were
could do
different.
something.
He retired for concussions, blood like that.
That's what I'm saying.
That,
He looked like
Well, yeah, he looked shell-shocked for a reason.
like for a reason. Nowadays, nowadays they don't hit him like they used to. If they did, Brady would have not made it to 43.
Well, speaking about Brady, another all-time legend, underachieved.
Underachieved, dog.
This year.
No, for his career,
overachieved for his career.
Not dog.
He-
6-round pick, overachieved.
Underachieved.
No, he overachieved.
I believe this is his first loss where his team allows this many points and he loses
Well, I think
ever in the playoffs. Yeah, and
Wow.
he lost.
bad.
And it might be okay. So my quick takeaway of this: it never should have gotten that close. Cam Akers gave the ball to them twice. Should have been. It shouldn't have even been this close.
Cam Akers and Cooper Kupp made really bad plays in that third quarter to give Tampa a chance in the game.
And also,
In the
Pro
fourth,
Bowl
too.
kicker misses a field goal. What do you guys think about this game? Hector, go.
It was the same thing. I mean, it was Tom Brady. He brought him back and all that, but like you said, it shouldn't have gotten to that point. Especially, I was really shocked at the Bucks defense. Like, I could understand a score, maybe 2, like from the Rams, but I never saw like that Bucks defense until late, until they saw Brady kind of coming up. Like, that was a game to me where the Bucks defense kind of looked at Brady of like, hey, bro, dig us out of this hole real
But
quick.
the Bucs
They
defense
shut it down
came-
the second half.
Yeah.
The
but
Bucs
see-
defense came like they gave them. So
No, but what I was saying is like, that's why I said until like later in the game where they're like, all right, we need to jumpstart this shit. And that's where, but like you said, it shouldn't have gotten to that point.
And I'm gonna just say this real quick. So this is the exact. It's because of Brady. It's because of the defense game.
Yeah.
If the Bucks had won, oh, it's Brady.
Yeah.
Ignoring the fact that the Bucks force turnovers and give Brady the ball.
And force
The
stops.
Rams did everything to give the Bucks the win, essentially.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But Brady lost, so it's the Bucks' defense fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like when was it? Matthew Stafford when he made that big play, like on the final drive. Oh, the Bucks defense sucks. They were never gonna win.
Yeah.
But ignoring the fact that like they did everything to bring them back in it.
Yeah.
So I'll get back to that point, or I'll talk about that first. So the problem with that is that the final play is just so egregious because literally, like, I don't know what coverage they drop
one in
into.
Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, the Cooper Kupp play, right? It's it's just a horrible play because nobody like goes to like in the Packers game. in the fourth quarter. Devontae has a corner. There's a safety and a safety. Okay? So every play, Devontae does whatever, and there's 3 guys in that zone around him, right? In the
Bucks Rams?
No, not Bucks Rams. Well, yeah, in the Bucks Rams. The Bucks in the third and most of the fourth quarter did a really good job of putting multiple people on Cooper Kupp. And that's how they kind of shut it down, is they kept a lot of defenders around him and aware of him. So then to get to that final play, and just nobody decides to cover him other than the safety, who is just supposed to be there as just a safety valve. He's just supposed to be there to try and not let anything get back behind him. Nobody picks Cooper Kupp up in coverage. Like, it's such an egregious play that you have to blame the defense, but you also have to blame the offense for doing literally nothing the first half.
Right.
So then, quick side note: did y'all watch the full game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When Brady got that personal foul flag, what did you guys think of that? It was Brady in the first quarter. He gets hit.
We got hit here.
He
was bleeding.
Dog, he got hit helmet to helmet.
Okay.
As much as I want to hate on Tom Brady,
he incidentally got hit helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
But if you see, he was going to his shoulder.
what? Sure, but you can't tell me this season we haven't seen that flag consistently.
He shouldn't have got flagged.
He shouldn't have gotten flag. Like, to me, if you're gonna throw a flag, it has to be with the helmet to helmet, because you've been calling that like little pansies all year, like the refs have. So you need to stay consistent with the way that you're gonna call it here.
But they're not.
I know it's the playoffs and the refs suck. I mentioned this, but whatever.
They named the staff for the Super Bowl.
No, I don't want to even know. I'll just start shit talking them. But like, then Brady goes and yells at the ref, which he does.
Cowboy fan knows everything about officiating.
He knows their Venmo accounts, dog. Like, come on.
He's used to getting flags called on him.
He's like,
They know my accounts. I'm always getting flagged.
shut the fuck up.
Anyways, go ahead.
But like, Brady getting the personal foul when literally every game he yells at opposing coaches, he yells at players, he yells at his own players, he yells at the refs. Like, it was funny to me that, like, once that penalty happened early in the game, I was like, Bucks are not going to win. I don't know how this is going to shake out, but they're not going to win.
I picked the Rams to win.
I did too, but the way the Bucks kind of looked early, I was like, okay, maybe. Like, Gronk and Lenny Fournette are looking really good. Maybe there's a chance. And then they just kept stalling out with penalties, and then just did nothing in the first half. Like, but that penalty I thought was wild.
Yeah, they didn't get rolling, and the Rams just took advantage of that, and that was also though too. It's like you can't be too confident in the Rams because they are able to fold, and I think we've seen it not just in this game, but we've seen it multiple times throughout the season where they get this big lead or they get. They look like they're in control of the game, and it's like they have like a pit stop where they like allow them to come back, or they just kind of commit these stupid penalties, or they're not really rolling on offense like they should.
They get conservative.
I think what it is about them is they don't
know how to
team
close.
Adjust to them, but they don't adjust to that.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes.
they just want to keep doing what they're doing.
Or they just make super aggressive. I like Sean McVay. Sean McVay, don't get me wrong. But they get super aggressive sometimes, or it's just dumb. It's like dumb Steelers shit. They do they just do dumb shit.
Yeah.
Steeler opponents, I should say.
Yeah.
They just do dumb shit to stay in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the other dumb shit.
On that adjustment
Two
thing,
quarterbacks that came to play.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Two
Oh.
quarterbacks that came to
13
play.
second man.
I would say 13
Got
seconds
2 plays off,
ain't long
less
enough.
time than the Cowboys.
Yes.
We're able to get 1 play off.
Gained more yards.
Yeah. Yep. It's a fact. It's a fact.
So, talk to us.
That's why you throw
they
it
ain't
to
called
the
no
outside.
QB draw. You know what I'm saying? What a game.
Could you imagine
No,
if the enemy
really.
called a fucking QB draw there?
Yeah.
They have good timeouts.
Like, they could have done it with the timeout. That would have been fucking wild, though.
In this game, I really feel bad for like Josh Allen.
No.
I do. because
He didn't do everything in his power to win.
No.
All he had to do was call
He had
heads.
2 game-winning drives.
He had 2 game-winning drives. Mahomes at that point had fucking 3.
Yep.
You know, well, 2.
Well, but see, like at the same time, like okay, yeah, he did, but like really, you got to take one away. Tyreek Hill had 1 game-winning drive. Like if he doesn't take that to a tug, and they just kind of stop him there, who knows? You don't have time at the end. The Bills still would have had time.
So I just want to say this, and I was saying it all over the weekend. Andy Reid is the best play designer in the league.
Yeah.
The way, and that has to do a lot of success for Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
He like puts these players into a. Obviously, Mahomes has to execute it, but like I see other teams like fucking Aaron Rodgers. Like when it comes to crunch time, it's like that ball that these balls that are being thrown. It's like, bro, that's a low risk.
In crunch time
Low
for the
percentage throw.
Yep.
Fucking Andy Reid makes Patrick Mahomes throw like these high percentage throws to where it's like, we know he's gonna catch the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? These deep crossing routes, these shallow crossing routes, and then you get a lot of yards after the catch where it's like, fuck, like I said, you don't really see that many fades. I fucking can't stand when teams are in the goal line and it's like a all or nothing play, like a fade, a fade route. It's like, bro, like.
Be creative with that shit. It's
not
1 yard.
Creative. It's like that is such a low percentage throw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But like,
Go for
that's
a
why
crosser.
I kind of go back early on what you said about defending the middle. I think when it comes to, I said earlier, not when it comes to a good play caller. Like defending the middle is tough for a lot of defenses, no matter even if you have a great defense.
well,
No. There's teams out there that
can do it.
I think your stance should be more so. There's not many teams that could deploy a defense to stop the tight end, specifically in the middle.
Yeah. I could agree.
Out there,
yeah,
like the Chargers come to mind when it comes to Derwin James and the
Yeah.
linebackers that they have.
because he's a linebacker that's got the speed of a
Great
safety.
cover skills.
Yep.
Patriots defense too. Like
Fuck no, hell no.
I knew he was gonna say.
Their linebackers can't spell cover.
Yeah.
All they do is blitz, dog.
Yeah.
What is your key takeaway in that game?
For the Bills Chiefs game.
Yeah.
It was just a really good game. It was just fucking super fun to watch. The big thing, so I agree with you with Andy Reid. I don't think it's so much like it's not just play design because you have a lot of coaches in the league that can design a really good play.
Yeah.
Andy Reid, the advantage of him is that he can do, like, he sets you up through the game, right? So it's almost like you're boxing with Andy Reid, like with his play calls, because he calls a lot of things out of the same formations to where a lot of things will look very similar, but the actual moving parts are completely different.
Yeah.
And he does a good job of setting up to where in the fourth, now you're guessing and you have no idea what's going to be happening with the players.
I'll tell you what, the Chiefs remind me of like the Warriors, like when they were like the Warriors in their prime. So
With KD or?
with KD or without KD, back in the day, where it's like
When they went 73 and 0, or
it's just like everything went the fucking Chiefs' way. It's just like you can never count them out until it fucking hits zero. Like there'd be times where like the Warriors they're down and like, oh, here comes Steph or here comes Clay, and they just, it's like you can never have you ever seen Game of Thrones?
A little bit.
Okay, well,
yeah,
Sorry, dog.
it's just like that villain that like does not fucking die, and that is the Chiefs. Like, and I know that like you were talking about play designing and everything, like it's spectacular, but they also have the players to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with the Warriors, like you could assemble a team to shoot as many.
That's the
threes,
thing.
but it's only one step.
That's the thing,
and only
that-
one Clay.
I don't think we like Tyreek Hill is just he's in a league of its own. Like where when he took off on that run, I was like, oh my God, he's so fast. Like he's one of those guys where he can have 3 receptions and over 100 yards. Like that's just the type of player that he is.
But he is a complete receiver. He's just
no,
not
yeah,
a player.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
But
it's crazy that he's so fast and has the ability to run routes.
No,
because that's standardly the problem with speed guys is either they don't have hands or they can't run a route to save their life.
No,
like DK Metcalf.
But also too, like you like really look at his speed. Because the other receivers that they have around him are fast too.
No,
like they're speedy guys.
His game speed is stupid.
And what the thing is, one little thing about Tyreek Hill that you notice is like his feet move so fucking fast, and they're constantly moving. Even when he's getting dragged, they're constantly moving at that same speed, and that's how you see him break a lot of tackles. Is like people like basically they lose the grip. Because it's like constantly shaking. It's not like they're going down and you can kind of pull them down. It's like, come on, bro.
But even with that being said, he still did not have the best receiving game in that fucking game. And that was Gabriel Davis.
Yeah.
With 4 fucking touchdowns. And one thing that I was...
3.
One thing that...
4.
Oh, it was 4.
Yeah, it was 4.
Most ever.
Yeah, literally, it was wild.
So one thing that kind of like I was thinking about that no one's talking about is Stephon. Have you seen the picture of Stephon Diggs?
Tackling the fan?
No. The one from last year.
Oh, yeah.
Celebration. He ain't do shit.
He had a catch for 7 yards.
He ain't do shit this game.
Yeah, he had the touchdown at the end, or the 2-point
conversion. But, okay, let's talk about the last. Josh Allen did everything, bro. Josh Allen, after 4th down, that was almost like the Justin Herbert game at the end when he played the Raiders. We're like, damn.
It's just 4th down. All right, we got it.
He did everything, but
even real quick with Josh Allen, he had 2 third downs on both those drives, where I was like, he ain't gonna do shit. Mm-hmm. But the way he broke out, he's weird. Like he's oddly fast.
No, he is fast. He is fast.
No, it's because he's fucking tall. He opens up that stride, bro.
No. You know what it is? Is because he's tall and he has long strides.
Bro, he opens that stride up. It's stupid.
No, he's big.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Like if you notice Tyreek, how fast his feet move,
or like
so it makes him look faster. Right? But like Josh Allen, he has longer strides. It's like I used to have this dude on my softball team. He was tall and like this was when I was fast. Like
okay, Doc.
But I was faster. But he was not necessarily faster, but he had longer strides. He can get to a ball in less steps than I could get to a ball, but we can still get there at the same time. So does that make sense?
Honestly, I think Josh Allen is more of a complete quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. Let me tell you why. I think peak Josh Allen is better than peak Mahomes. But I will say Mahomes is more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Allen is not as consistent, though I think he will get there. But I think when you fucking have designed runs for a fucking quarterback that can run like that
and pass the ball like that,
he has a fucking arm. I really do think peak Josh Allen is better than peak.
The thing is, the thing is kind of going back to what we said earlier was Mahomes also has a supporting cast around him that makes him look greater. Like the Bills all this year, think about it. Josh Allen has been their leading rusher. He's literally carried this team throughout this whole season and especially in the last game.
Yeah.
And that's where I gain a lot of respect for Josh Allen as far as it, like how he said, a complete QB. Run if I need to run and do it in a manner where I can get 10 yards.
But here's the thing, not run if you need to run.
Run if you want to.
Run if you fucking want to, like design run.
Yeah. But also being able to make those throws, like, and that's what makes him a complete quarterback is it keeps the defender guessing. It's like, should I dive to tackle this dude, or is he gonna throw it over me and then I run the risk of like roughing the passer type of shit?
I shouldn't say complete quarterback because it makes Mahomes seem like not a complete quarterback. More so, he has an extra skill set that Mahomes doesn't.
Well, he's
bigger
like
than Mahomes, and I think he's more durable than Mahomes.
He's Mahomes.
He's more
if he
accurate
was
than
like
Mahomes,
the size
to
of a
be
Big
honest.
Ben, like if you combine young Big Ben, not not old Big Ben, young Big Ben with Patrick Mahomes, that's essentially what you have in Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Where you have some of the, questionable decision making that Ben has had, but like when he's on, bro, like he's ridiculous.
The best quarterback, like he's the best quarterback. If you take every quarterback in the league, their peak, I think he has the biggest peak out of everybody.
I could see that.
Who?
I could see that.
Who? Don't say Lamar Jackson.
No. Doug Prescott, dog.
Like real quick, we might see two eras of quarterback. Like after
of the duos.
Yeah, like after Brady and no, not only that. After Brady and Rodgers are gone, like who's that older like era? Like Big Ben is gone. Rodgers, Brady, Breeze, even in Andrew Luck, a Peyton Manning. Like think of the quarterbacks we grew up watching, regardless of they were on our team or not. That era is kind of done. Now it's the young guys. It's the Cavs that are coming out and trying to be good.
Fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, no.
Joe Burrow needs an offensive line, and then he's in the same conversation.
Just fuck the Chiefs.
I feel you. But also too, I think it's like Mahomes has a great skill set, but I'll say that Allen is more accurate than Mahomes.
So let's wrap up this game real quick.
No,
let's
he's
wrap
not.
up this game
But
real
okay.
quick.
You want to talk about overtime?
I just want to talk about how they should have kicked it or kicked it in bounds.
100%.
To run off some of those 13.
I said the same thing, and my buddies were like, why? What if Tyreek gets it and he goes? And I'm like, I will take my chances on that shit because it's so much less likely than a Hail Mary. But a Hail Mary is like really hard.
And then the way they fucking cover. All right, we can stop talking about it. Let's talk about overtime.
The random defenses just not understanding. Like the 49ers understood. Just triple this guy. It doesn't fucking matter what we do. Just triple this fucking guy. The fact that the Bucks defense couldn't figure that out, the fact that the fucking Bills defense couldn't figure that shit out, like, that was mind-blowing to me. That they didn't just figure out, fuck whatever scheme we're doing. Put everybody on these guys.
Yeah, rush 3, bro. Drop everyone back. Don't even rush.
You can ask this guy. You can ask this guy. I was saying rush 2 and drop 9.
Have the DT as a spot.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. No, you bring Michael down.
To the point
he
where they
plays
just
spy.
up. He's just like, now go ahead and hike that shit. Go ahead, hike it. I'm gonna be right here.
I got you.
Everybody leaving.
So overtime rules. Do you guys have? So you have you think it should change?
I was with the old way. I really like the finality of the NFL rules, but based on that game and thinking about like how rule changes really go towards are really slanted towards offense as opposed to defense, I think a change has to happen to where both teams are guaranteed a possession.
I've been saying that there needs to be a change to this for years. It just sucks that when we see change, it's because it's a critical moment in time is when we see change. Not just with games, not just with sports, with everything. But it should be. You want to tell them your plan?
Yeah,
or your idea? Like your idea is great. I really like it.
My idea is eliminate the coin toss, obviously, and make it into the kicker decide who gets ball first instead of a fucking coin toss. Kick the ball, 55-yard field goal, 50-yard field goal, whatever it is, 60-yard field goal, and then if they both keep making it, well, you just keep moving it back, and then that way you know who gets the ball first. Now, if you score a touchdown first, then you won the game. You know.
Oh, keep the same rules, but like.
Wait.
No, I actually like that. I still like the finality of that. Like, the college system would be interesting, but like.
What were you thinking I was saying?
I thought both teams still get a possession though. They just get the ball first.
No.
No, it's instead of having it be.
Possession if you stop them.
Yeah, and
if you
instead
allow
of it,
field goal, you get the ball back.
the reason we don't like the overtime rules.
Okay,
is
but I
because
say
we
you
feel
start
like
at
it's
the
unfair.
10-yard line.
Huh?
I say you start at the 10-yard line.
Why? Just start at the 25.
No, just start at the 10. Make them drive.
Make them go full 90.
Because also,
so
too...
the Ravens, so I don't know if you guys heard about with the Ravens a while back. What they were trying to do was, if you win the toss, obviously you're going to elect to receive.
Mm-hmm.
But the other team gets to pick where you start from.
Well, no, just make it a fine. Everybody's going to be like, start at the 1.
Right.
Start at the half-yard line.
So you don't want to. So it makes it more like, so then I don't receive.
Well, yeah, but the problem is if you say, okay, well, I defer,
but if you don't receive
and they then get to pick where they get the ball at.
You're saying the opposing team.
That's what the Ravens were saying. I'm just
the Ravens are like.
Just relaying.
I'm just saying start at a standard 10.
And then the Chiefs a while back were saying, it's funny, they were wanting both teams to get a possession.
If both teams got a possession, the Chiefs would have lost.
They wouldn't have won?
No, because the Bills, I'm not saying they wouldn't have won, but like...
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bills would have got a shot to score.
Yeah. No, I say, okay, I like your idea.
No, well, here's the other one, but I'm not finished with mine. So... The other idea I had was what I said. Kicker gets whatever, field goal, whatever. Now they both get a possession, but there's no field goals. You have to go for 2. So hypothetically, say one team goes for 2,
they miss
the other team scores. They score, right?
But they don't get 2.
But they don't get a 2. They lost.
I like that idea, actually.
You know what I'm saying?
Make it pure offense. Yeah. Let special teams decide who gets first crack at it. That way we can get them out of the way. And then, boom. Bro, I love it. Eliminate special teams. I'm about that shit, dog. Yeah. Just the kicker.
That was my the other thing I was thinking.
I like that a lot more.
Go for 2. That way it's more so like, oh, they scored a touchdown. Let's go into another one. Now, if they both score, if they both fail the extra point conversions... so say one fails the first the conversion, then the other one could win it on the next play. But say they both fail it, then the other team gets the ball back, and at that point, it's
sudden death. I like that.
Wait. So you're saying if they score, they have to go for 2. Mm-hmm. But if they miss the 2, the other team gets a possession.
No, regardless.
They regardless get a possession whether they make or 2 or not.
Oh, okay.
But they can win the game on the 2-point conversion.
So the first team,
the other team failed to make the 2-point conversion.
So the first team gets the ball, they go down, score. They have to go for 2, right? If they go for 2 and they miss it, the other team, they have to go down and score and get the 2 points. If that team gets the 2 points, right? The other team has to go down, score, and get the 2-point conversion again, and then boom, it goes back to the other team, and now it's sudden death.
Yeah.
That way, both teams actually have a chance to go down offensively.
Both teams, regardless, get a possession.
Both teams, regardless, get a possession.
Okay. I thought you were saying. If they score, if the first team scores and gets the 2-point, it's fine.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
The big thing is like even if they don't want to change the rules of overtime necessarily, changing it from a coin toss to a kicking competition, I think is one of the best ideas I've ever heard. Simply because, a coin toss, it's pure random. You either guessed it or you didn't, and that's what held Josh Allen back.
Yeah.
I guarantee for the next couple weeks, he's going to question that decision in his head over and over.
Yeah.
Because if he calls it right, he knows they go down and win. Yeah. But because he called it wrong, unfortunately, they lost. Right? Mm-hmm. So, and that sucks for him because he doesn't deserve to feel super bad because he cost his team the game.
What if we put
on
the
a
ball
decision
at the 10-yard line? No, at the 15-yard line, and had each quarterback try and kick a field goal.
15 to go.
Dog.
Or 15.
Yeah, no,
Dog.
15. No, and then just had the quarterback try and kick the field goal.
What if you just
that's clownish.
Hold on.
That's clownish.
If we're gonna go clownish, just put the ball on the 50-yard line. Have both the biggest player on your team. The fattest offensive lineman that you have on your team. Huh? No, it's not a kicking thing. So you put them on opposite ends of the end zone, and you have them run, and whoever gets the ball first, that's who gets the possession.
Or how about you just make the head coach do that?
Bro, I'd watch the shit out of
Oh,
that.
you know what'd be funny? Hey,
Little
let's
quick
put it on
boxing
the,
match.
on the 15-yard line and make the coaches kick the field goal with the shoes they have on.
We know McCarthy.
Yeah, hell, I know.
McCarthy would like fuck off.
Okay, let's talk about the upcoming games.
So the championship games, real quick. I mean,
So Niners are 2.5 underdogs against the Rams. What do you guys got now?
I like the Niners against the Rams because the Rams showed that they struggle with stopping the run, and the Niners are just going to run it down their throat again.
yeah, divisional game, and I think at this point Niners are in that zone.
Niners have won 7 in a row against the Rams.
I want to go Niners. Honestly, right now I'm calling it. I'll say it real quick: Niners Bengals Super Bowl.
Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl.
I fucking hope it's not the. Just real quick,
You don't want the Bengals to win,
No, he doesn't want the Niners to
I
go
don't
again.
want the Niners or the.
so you want Rams Bengals.
I want Rams Bengals.
All right,
I want Rams Bengals.
but I think it's gonna be Niners Bengals.
Okay, just real quick.
Where are we watching
A
this?
couple keys. So the Rams. So when the Rams played the Niners last week of the season, it's fucking a sea of red. So with the I don't know if you guys heard, but what the Rams did is they banned purchases
Yep.
outside of the zip code or outside of the area. So no Niners. So there wouldn't be no takeover, basically, in that stadium. Which 49er fans are getting hurt by it. But I think it's fucking hilarious.
I think it's hilarious.
That LA has no
That stadium's
No
gonna
fan
be
base.
empty as fuck.
That's what
It
I
won't
was
be empty.
thinking.
It won't be empty.
It's gonna be empty as fuck, blood.
won't be empty.
That shit
It,
gonna be
it
empty.
will not be full.
No, it'll be full.
Do you? Okay, so all the random LA Rams
Well,
fans
there has
that-
been a lot of
What I'm
Rams.
saying, I think there'll still be a bunch of Niners fans, but I think they'll
That
just
make
find
it?
a way to
to cheat it.
yeah.
They know someone from LA that'll get them.
No, that's not what it is. You just have to use like a VPN and then
VPN.
spoof your location,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're fine. Actually,
But not everyone knows how to do that shit.
it,
Yeah.
bro. Like we don't have a sponsor, so I won't tell you how to do it. Never mind. I
But
got you.
no, look, I'm not confident in this game. I'm not confident in the other game because the Niners have the fucking Rams number. But
I want both of the
Kyle
games
Shanahan
to be
and
good.
Sean McVay have been going at it, and
Well-
Shanahan just knows McVay. They work together.
so did LaFleur.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hella.
And Shanahan has been getting the best out of both of them.
he taught him everything he knows. Like, but he still knows more. Like,
Who, LaFleur?
no, fucking Shanahan.
So the only thing is,
Yeah, because Shanahan can talk to Daddy Shanahan and just boom. Now there's extra
Honestly, if
knowledge
you
and
look
shit.
at both of them, like I wanted Shanahan personally when he left, when he was looking for a head coaching job.
leaving the
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan when he left Atlanta.
yeah.
I wanted him personally. I wanted to fire Garrett at that time, and bring in Shanahan. I feel like I like both of them, but I feel like Shanahan has done more with less. In the same sentence,
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan.
I like Shanahan. He at one point he was like, to me he was the best play caller, play designer in the NFL. I wanted him on the Raiders, but I knew there was never going to be a Shanahan coaching the Raiders.
No, because if you look at it, it's like McVay, like the Rams and McVay, they've given him like, all right, what do you need to like succeed? And we look at the Rams and it's like, all right, this is the thing with the Rams is like, this is your time to win because you're gonna be fucked.
But
They have 2 years.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about the 49ers. They're on a roll. They're on a run. But they're fucking tinkering with like.
Not being able to score.
They're tinkering with like. You're winning, but you're getting away with like.
They're doing okay. Like in the Packers
Garoppolo
game.
throwing the fucking picks, and I don't know how the fuck their defensive backs shut you guys out. But I'm almost certain Matthew Stafford is gonna put those fucking boys to work.
They will because Matt Stafford has 3 options to throw to, and in that game, Aaron had
One.
he had Devontae. Well, no, that's not
So
true.
who's
Aaron
the
Jones
better
was
head
popping
coach,
the fuck
Shanahan
off.
or McVay?
Huh?
Who's the better head coach, Sean McVay or Shanahan?
I think McVay's a better head coach,
I tend to agree with that.
specifically in like crucial situations. But head to head, Shanahan has done better.
Better, right?
Yeah, and like my issue is the thing that I really like about
They
Kyle
both
Shanahan.
have gone to a Super Bowl
Well, yeah,
as a head coach
And
Yeah.
lost.
and lost.
Actually, 2 with Atlanta, Kyle Shanahan.
oh yeah.
Well,
that's right.
yeah, but and
That-
lost. That
Joke.
so we were talking about. It's so weird. I think that's what taught him the resurgence of Shanahan. Because remember in that Super Bowl, remember
'cause
we
he-
watched it together, right? It was 28-3, and what happened? He still had Matt Ryan throwing the ball, like the whole second half, just throwing, not running it, and they lost, and he was probably like, fuck
Never
it.
again.
Yeah,
that,
like
that incomplete pass by Matt Ryan that stopped the clock. I will never do.
no, but they kept passing it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was stupid. It
No,
was stupid.
the amount of teams in the postseason that get into these weird positions and then just keep throwing the ball, it's like, okay,
Hey, at
you
least
guys don't want to win. That's fine.
At
You
least
guys are not
McVay
smart enough.
won against Brady when he came back. This last game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you just mad
So
about
you
the
guys,
Packers.
both you guys got the 49ers.
I said, I'm not. I wish I could be mad at my team, but like based on the year, like it
Real
happened. I was
quick,
like,
I want to bring this up. What happens with Rodgers next year? I feel Brady.
He's
real
gone.
quick. I feel Brady is retiring. I think he's at that point. But Rodgers, on the other hand, is he done?
no, Rodgers is gonna. Okay, so I was thinking about this today. Aaron Rodgers' career it doesn't match up, but it like follows the career path of like a Peyton Manning. So I think he's gonna do Peyton Manning shit. He's gonna go to another team. I'm guessing, like all the reports are that we're gonna tag and trade Devontae with Aaron to the Broncos. I don't know if we're gonna do that.
Better not.
I hope not.
Better not.
The poor Raiders fan. The poor Raiders.
Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't mind that.
That'd be
Just to
dope.
fucking silence the Chiefs for like a couple years.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to watch.
Like,
Oh, you better not.
The look on his face was
Yeah.
like, fuck no, dog. Well,
That'd be a
I'm-
hard division. That would be nice seeing Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes twice a year. Just go at it. Woo! And Herbert.
and Herbert. So that's 6 games that are just like,
hella
what
not
the
Carr.
fuck?
We're in Carr too.
So the reports are that that's what's going to happen with the Broncos. We'll see if that happens. I think he could still.
it won't happen.
It probably won't. I don't think both of them for sure.
Could I?
That's the trick.
So
Could I fancy you guys on a possible like San Francisco?
No, because San Francisco doesn't have the trade capital because they moved up for Trey Lance. The team that could
Trade
do it,
capital.
first round picks.
No, but I'm saying Aaron Rodgers is a free agent, right?
Yeah.
No, he's on his last year of the deal.
He is.
With
Yes.
So he's not a free agent.
No.
Wait, I thought he had the player option though.
I thought he was a free agent.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing, right? I'd have to look more into it. If it's a player option, I hope he decides to not take it.
I know-
So that we don't have that cap hit next year.
I know.
Because that would
So
be great.
You guys are like $55 million over the cap.
66.
Or something like that, right?
Yep.
So I keep hearing that
He's
Devontae
those-
Adams
They're going to tag. They want to tag him. But
that he probably doesn't want to come back, but they might tag him or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep hearing a destination where he might want to go play with his college teammate.
is with the Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't like when I saw the report that they were gonna trade. They were gonna tag and trade Devontae and Aaron in the same deal to the Broncos. I was like, "There's no way," because
I
the
don't want
Broncos aren't
Devontae.
gonna be able to give away that many things.
I don't want Devontae.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Why not?
I'll tell you why. I don't want a $20 million wide receiver. Never believed in that. You know that, right? It's
Plus another $40 million quarterback.
it doesn't operate
On a deal?
It doesn't operate for success. So like
Honestly, teams don't have to give up a lot to Green Bay. just the ability to get to take on the contract is going to be like 80% of the deal.
No, because yes, or for Rodgers or for Devontae?
For Rodgers, because
who's the highest paid receiver remaining in the playoffs? Think about it.
It's gonna. That's not fair because Tyreek's about to get broken off. So is Kelsey.
Well, I'm just talking about receiver. But what I'm saying is, if you go at Super Bowl winners, the Super Bowl winners usually do not have a first round drafted wide receiver or a $20 million a year wide receiver. Last year being the
real quick, the cap hit for Aaron Rodgers would be 22 this year and 26.9 next year. That'd be the cap hit.
So he's under contract.
He's under contract, but it was a 4-year extension. But the year 4 got short, like basically eliminated because he voided that year. So yeah, he is technically still under, unless he retires. If he retires, the Packers don't have to eat the cap, right? Am I correct?
I think so.
Something happened with this contract, right? Okay, but anyway.
There's weird shit. I'd have to do a
he
lot more
voided the
research
final
than
year.
I want
Let's
to.
talk about
He
the
agreed.
Bengals. Let's talk about the Bengals and
And the Chiefs.
the Queens.
The Bengals need to watch that game and take and learn something from that. Okay, they
hope
have the
Cheetah Bay
ability
goes
with
to
Joe
Super Bowl.
Mixon. Well, no, they have the ability with Joe Mixon to eat the clock at the end of the game.
They don't.
They do.
I placed a bet on that. I placed a bet on how many carries Joe Mixon's going to get because he has not gotten over 15 carries for like the past it was like 7-8 games. They don't do that.
I know they don't do
So you
that.
bet the under on that?
I bet the under on that. I still
What's
fucking lost my bet because the fucking Titans lost. But
No, but what's the bet this week?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I probably won't bet that.
How do you look that shit up?
FanDuel. I told Drew to make the bets for me.
So you create an account on FanDuel?
No, I send him money and he makes the bets for me because we can't bet here.
Yeah,
What do you mean you can't bet here?
you can't bet in New Mexico.
You can't online bet.
You can't do
on
sports
FanDuel.
betting. It's illegal.
In New Mexico?
You can do it
Yes.
at the casino, but
It's
online
different.
on your phone you can't.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna say you can do it at the casino,
I
though,
don't know
right?
if you can do bets like that at the casino.
No, because
They
casinos
just play
don't like
money
doing.
lines and
You could probably just do game bets.
Yeah.
what about in Vegas? Can you do bets like that?
Well, yeah, it's bigger and they have more capital, but it's
Yeah.
also legal there for sports betting, anyways.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And in Arizona and Colorado, you can do it.
Literally around us.
Online?
Yep.
That's weird that you can't do it
Bruh,
online.
I was fucking telling. I was on the phone with Drew. Hey, all right, do this bet now. Do this bet. I fucking tried to use a VPN to fucking fake like I was.
It didn't work, did it?
And it didn't work.
Nope.
Yeah, they know that you're using a VPN.
Wait. So then why does FanDuel advertise that much? Or they say not available?
You can do.
They tell you which ones they're not
you
in.
You can do the daily fantasy sports shit.
Oh,
You can do like
okay.
the sports gambling.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause they fought to
okay.
get the separation.
But
between the
you
two.
look at FanDuel for those types of
Those
bets.
bets, yeah. Like you can access the app. It just when it comes time to place a bet,
It won't let you.
Let me see.
So that's why I tell Drew to make the bets for me because our homie.
I might.
I know
I'm
that they don't typically do that, and I agree with that. The thing is that they need to look at the game
Where do I
and be
go?
like, if we're in this
Sportsbook?
position,
FanDuel
kill the
app.
clock with
No.
Joe Mixon, or with whoever. Just make sure you're killing that clock so the Chiefs have literally no time to fucking win the game.
So the other thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals get blown the fuck out. They're another team that's teetering. They're another team that's teetering. Let's be honest. You get fucking sacked 10 times and you lose and you win. That is rare.
It's wild. That's why I say Joe Burrow is ridiculous.
Is the only other player that's done that. If I'm not mistaken, that where they put that thing on the screen.
Yeah.
They're another team that's teetering with success. Where don't get me wrong, I hope they beat the shit out of the Bengals or the
Chiefs.
But I don't think. I think it's gonna be Rams, Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
I think both of the games this weekend have a like, so this weekend, like this past weekend, all the games you were like, bro, all of these are going to be good. They're going to be close and they're going to be tight. And then going into this week, I feel like both games are either close for no reason or it's a blowout.
I can't see the Rams and Niners being a blowout. I can't see that one.
I can, because there was certain shit early in the game that we were able to take advantage of their secondary. And I think that if you have two wide receivers that can beat man coverage and catch the ball, they have a good chance of running it.
It'll be on the Rams' end. I'll put it to you like that.
That's fair, actually.
I don't think the Niners will be blowing them out.
It depends on how healthy Debo is, to be fair.
Well,
because we kind of hurt him a little bit.
The thing with the Bengals, though, too, like, yeah, they're teetering on success, but, like, the Chiefs are also playing with the team that, like, at the end of it, it's like they've kind of already won this year, in a sense, where they're playing with nothing to lose and everything to gain. And that's scary for an opponent, because, like, it was like what I was telling you earlier is the thing with the Bengals, I feel like when it comes to the Chiefs, you can't necessarily stop them. But what you have to do is match their energy and slow them down. And I think the Bengals, in a sense, can match their energy, especially offensively, with Burrow and Chase. I think just them alone. And we've seen the
T. Higgins is also good.
But we've also seen this Chief defense give up a lot too. They're not the middle of the year Chiefs defense where they were like, oh, they're shutting them down. Yeah, this offense is picking up.
Yeah, the Chiefs don't get to play against Jordan Love, so they...
To me, they play timely defense.
Who?
The fucking Chiefs.
They're
fucking annoying.
I know, I get you. But the thing is like, you're also going up against a team that, like, even though they're young, they're going to play you till the end. Like, if you give Burrow 13 seconds left, I think he's shown me where it's like, you got it, bro.
Eli Apple has been talking shit.
I loved seeing that on Twitter. That was the dumbest shit I've seen.
He's a fucking scrub, but he's been talking shit. He called the Bills frauds. He talked a lot of shit.
The thing that I thought was funny... Yeah, the thing that I thought was funny with him... Yeah, he called out them and the Saints, and it's like, bro,
you sucked in New York.
You were literally just bad. It wasn't even the coaches didn't like you, because that was New York's problem. No, the Saints wanted you to be good, and you couldn't be.
Yeah,
like, it was.
He called New Orleans like the dirtiest city.
It's because of all the.
Because of your crawfish.
Yep.
Yeah. And he said the Bills were frauds.
I heard New Orleans was nice. Have you been to New Orleans? Mm-mm. Have you?
No, but I've heard, like...
Have you been to Seattle?
He's just
insulting. How's Seattle?
It's okay.
I heard it rains a lot, and they don't have. They don't have an NBA team.
The thing with Seattle that just, like, sucks is the amount of construction that they are doing constantly. Like, I know it's a big city and shit, but, like, the places you want to be are always, like over by the pier.
That far up, there ain't a lot of Mexicans, bro. So that's why there's always construction.
Oh, shit. Yo, real talk with that, though. I went up to Seattle, like, a couple years ago with a buddy of mine. And it was wild, because, like, we were walking around doing a bunch of shit, like, going and seeing things in Seattle. Bro, the amount of, like, tall white bitches out there is just wild. It was fucking wild.
Starbucks or what?
Yes! All of them.
The amount of tall white bitches.
Bro, okay, granted, it's COVID and shit, but, like, if you walked around the malls during normal times here in New Mexico, bro, I remember being 12 and I could see over everybody. Yeah. Because everybody's shorter than fuck.
Now the girls are looking down at you?
Nah, they ain't that tall. Yeah. Nah, but they're all like, literally all of them are like 5'10".
It's gotta be that seafood. It's gotta be that seafood.
Dog, I don't know, but them tall white bitches out there.
Yeah,
maybe. I know they ain't got an NBA team though. If you say the Seattle Supersonics,
no,
I will punch you in the face. I thought he was gonna do it.
That team moved to Oklahoma City.
Yep.
Should have stayed.
After they said, "No, we're not gonna move."
Seattle Storm.
Just kidding.
They got a soccer team though.
Yeah.
The Seattle Sounders or some shit. I like soccer. I can't wait for the World Cup. That's this year.
Anything else? Y'all got anything
That was aggressively
else?
Mexican.
Any off the field?
Any off the field?
I had some.
Oh, wait. Hold up. I saved a few shit. Hold up. Go ahead, Greg.
I think. Let me see. Let me think.
Just random off the field topics.
No, it was
Looking for goddamn memes over here, dog.
Oh, yeah. So, Earth's mass extinction has reportedly begun. So, according to AS Science, worldwide, it is thought that more than 500 species of land animal are close to extinction and could be lost within the next 20 years. Scientists estimated that the number of extinctions expected in the next 2 decades would likely take thousands of years, if not for the negative impact of humanity. Scientists estimate that 99% of all living organisms that have ever lived on Earth are now extinct. The planet's natural ecosystem is constantly evolving, and as the environment changes, certain older species will begin to fade away. So
I don't give a shit. I'm tired of scientists coming out with these different doomsday things. Bro, nobody gives a shit.
No, I think that's the way the world is going to go out.
No, it's not.
It's going to be a doomsday deal. Bro, I don't think the Earth is going to, like, think about, like, what are stars in the sky? They were once living, I guess you could say it, galaxies. They're all galaxies, right? And those galaxies are now excuse me. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. And so
waiting for that.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Literally, I just waited. And
But
you're
like to me it's like space is way more interesting like than the ocean.
what the fuck does that have to do with mass extinction?
Because we're not supposed to like live this long. At some point Earth is gonna die.
Yeah, I won't be around it.
Yeah.
Around.
Do we know that? Do we know that?
I don't know that, but I'm pretty sure. Like,
I don't know, bro.
That leads me to believe that.
I don't know. I think at some point there's gonna be a fucking comet that comes in and just
and destroys the entire Earth.
Yeah, it's happened before.
NASA's already got the fucking equipment to fucking hit it.
Are you sure?
Huh?
No,
Are you
NASA
sure?
NASA misses that
I'm
kind
not
of shit.
sure.
Yeah.
It's like you're not sure.
That's what I'm saying. Have you watched that new movie on Netflix?
You watched that movie
Look
where-
Up?
I don't watch movies you recommend anymore because they're fucking garbage.
Look Up was pretty good.
No.
Doesn't even defend
It was
that.
funny.
It's just
It
like
was funny.
It was good.
It was pretty good.
Anyways, y'all got anything else other than Barry Bonds not making the Hall of Fame? Roger Clemens.
Okay, baseball. Look, I don't give a shit about baseball because it's so boring. But you know what I like watching? Old clips of people hitting home runs. Because that shit's exciting.
Baseball was so much better when they were on steroids.
Let them do juice again.
So much
They
better.
still do steroids.
I know
okay,
they do, but it's
But don't
a
bust
shame.
them for it.
Yeah, it's
Let them
a
do whatever
shame-
they want.
It's a shame that they're still doing steroids, and the people that made baseball great are not getting in the Hall of Fame because of steroids. It's like people that are still incarcerated for weed in states that are legal in weed.
So that's an indictment on the voters.
Well, yeah. What?
Well.
Media member voters for like athletic halls of whatever suck dick? No way.
I read a funny tweet.
The media sucks?
I
Nah,
read a funny
dog.
tweet that said there should be a new Hall of Fame. There should be a new Hall of Fame with players only vote.
I agree.
That shit was funny.
They should, honestly.
That's funny because it's fucking true.
Yeah.
Like,
But even some of them don't know. Like they would just be voting for like dumb
Who-
shit.
Do you
Well,
think
they
it
vote
would
for
be
themselves and
See,
shit,
that's
too.
the thing is like who's gonna vote? Hey, hella broadcasters.
no. There's a simple solution to this. If you vote, like it should be way more publicized who people voted for. And if you're doing dumbass
It is.
shit in votes,
You should get kicked out.
yes. They're in specific, like, so in the NBA, like, wild shit happens all the time because the NBA does, like, the top 3 people for MVP, right? Like, specifically in MVP, for MVP voting. Like, they'll do the top 3. And you'll see, like, it always comes out when, after the MVP is done. Like, you'll see a bunch of these voters that, like, They have one guy where it's like, yeah, he's been in MVP voting in the MVP race the entire year. Yeah, he deserves to be in there. And then they throw in 2 guys from the team that they cover. And it's like, why the fuck are you throwing them in?
Yeah.
You can tell statistically, like objectively, they're not close to the MVP conversation.
So are we not seeing Russell Westbrook in any MVP votes this year?
No.
Dog, I'll tell you what. As anybody that does not like the Lakers, Russ for MVP.
Lakers
Just straight up.
Horrible year. Like, this is LeBron's worst team since
what he did to the Cavs.
Since first
what he
year
did to
of
the Heat.
Cavs.
First year of the Cavs, they went to the
What?
finals.
I mean, second year.
They went to the finals.
No, it's literally the last year with the Cavs.
Yeah, but he didn't
after
have, like,
all
a
the
great
picks and
cast.
shit are gone, and he's spent 3 seasons trading everything.
So do you think? Okay, we had a conversation off.
All right,
off the
last
top.
topic, and then I got to bounce.
Oh no, we can leave it there. Yeah,
No.
I forgot. No,
Let's go
that's
on
an
this
hour
one.
and a half.
That's
Do
fair.
you think?
Fuck LeBron?
Yeah, like do you even think the Lakers make a run?
No,
They're not gonna make a run.
no, Anthony.
Deep run, playoff run?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think they even make the playoffs because
don't
Anthony
think so.
Davis can't carry that team.
Westbrook retires after this year.
No,
Well,
No, I'm just playing.
team as constructed, no, but I think they will make a move. I just don't know.
When's for?
they're gonna trade for
when's
John
it-
Wall.
When's NBA free agency end?
Huh?
When does like that? What's the final end for free agency?
Free agency or trade?
Free
deadline?
agency
Trade
already
deadline,
happened, but trade deadline's
Sorry,
coming up.
Sorry.
February, like around like
It's like the second week, right?
What's their move?
Valentine's Day.
Ben
Yeah.
But
Simmons.
it's not that. It's everybody focuses on trade deadline. It's the buyout market.
Yep.
That's the most important one.
What is that?
Where like good players on trash ass teams, they buy them out so they become free agents and then they get to choose wherever they want to sign with.
What? NFL should do that shit.
No, the NFL should not do that shit.
A lot of
Well,
fucking dead money, huh?
We will have yes, the dead cat. Like you can do it in the NBA because everything's fully guaranteed.
So let me ask
You
you,
can't
this,
do it in
Greg,
the
are you
NFL
still
for
gonna
that.
Come around after Super Bowl weekend?
After the Super Bowl? Yeah, why not?
No, I'm saying like when football season is not around.
Yeah, I guess I can start watching other sports.
NASCAR.
Let's
Formula One?
Let's go, Brendan.
I love Formula One now, bro.
I know, like he's getting his dick hard now.
It, fucking,
Well,
he watches
that-
one Netflix documentary, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
no, I don't.
Pretty soon he's gonna watch
I'm a
Cobra
car
Kai.
guy though too. I like going fast. Like that's why I'm trying to get.
You also like watching rich white kids fucking drive cars, apparently.
Anyways, sign us out. Right?
Thank you guys for joining us another week, another episode of TSR Show. We'll be back next week, and we out.